Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and the question for today is global and local inversion. So we have some permutation of A 0 to array of 0, 1 to n minus 1 where n is the length of A. What does it mean by that is given in any array A of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have permutation of it. What does it mean? That the same array containing the same letter but the order is different. So this is what a permutation of A means. Alright, I hope the first statement is clear. Now let's move on to the second statement. So the number of global inversions is I less than j and ai greater than aj. Alright, so what does it mean by that is that the index should be index of I should be smaller than index of j, but the value at I should be greater than value at j. Alright, that is what mean by the global inversion. Alright, I hope it's clear. Now let's move on. The another thing given to us is a local inversion. It's simple, that the value present at I is greater than ai plus 1. So it's somewhat like this only, but here where j is equals to I plus 1. So it's somewhat like this only. But can all the local inversions are global? Yes. But can all the global inversions be local? No. Why so? We'll see that in one example that I'll show you. Alright. So we have to return true that if the number of local and global inversions are same. Alright. Now let's move on further. So in this example where I can show you, like here are two global inversions and one local inversion. So every local inversion is a global inversion, but every global inversion is not a local inversion. Alright. So yeah, let's see how. So given three numbers 1 to 0 present at 0 index, 1 index and second index. Since 1 is greater than 2, it's a 1 is smaller than 2. It's not a local inversion, but it's a global inversion. How? Because that the value present at 0 and 1 is like that, and it's neither a global one, so not local, not global here. So 2 0. Alright, so 2 is present at 1 index and 0 is present at 2 index. Alright, so the first condition, a is greater than ai plus 1, so yeah, it's satisfied. A at value a is greater than ai plus 1, so yeah, it's a local inversion. If it's a local, then it might be, it is surely is global as well, because I is less than j and ai is greater than aj. But there are two global inversions, one that another one is this 1 0. Alright, it's not a local inversion because ai is not greater than ai plus 1, but because it's 2. But at ai is greater than aj, so and I is less than j. So this is a global inversion and this is a global inversion. So I think it's clear that every local inversion is a global inversion, but every global inversion may or may not be a local one. Alright, because it would be only in that case where ai is greater than ai plus 1. Alright, so yeah, that's we have to find out what we have. Alright, so let's see that what are the constraints that are given to us. The constraints are that a will be permutation of this. That means it would be a jumbled order of this array, and it will range to 1 to 5000. It would be minimum of 1. We won't be having any null array, so we won't be putting any check for that as well. And the time limit has been reduced. What does it mean? That we have to do it in linear time. Alright, so let's see how we are going to solve this problem. The problem is simple, a mathematical logic only. A mathematical formula is there. Suppose n is in n we calculate the length, and we take a g for the global variable and l local for the local variable calculation. The calculation for local variable is very simple. If ai is less than ai plus 1, that means that ai is greater than ai plus 1. Okay, that what we have the criteria. So we are checking like that. We are checking like the number is smaller than that, so it's a local error. It doesn't matter, you can check in both ways, that doesn't matter. Now what we have to check is for the global one. Alright, so how we are going to check the global one is here is that since a is less than ai, because it's not present in its original position, so there must be a global inversion for it. Alright, now to calculate that, there is a simple formula for this. So the simple formula is like this. We have to calculate the difference where it should actually be, because it is not at its actual position. So its actual position will be the difference. Alright, and if we multiply it by this, the formula here is basically difference minus 1 into difference by 2 of floor. All right, so since it's from 1 to n and we are 0 index, so we'll increment 1, so it will be difference of -1 plus 1, that is difference into difference plus 1, that we have written over here, and it would be calculated. And if G global inversions is equal to local, then we'll return true, or else we'll return false. So let's try to submit this. As you can see, it's accepted. So if you have any doubt regarding this question, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like this video, share it among your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And one more thing, it's just a mathematical formula. Nothing coding is written over here. We are just calculating both the local and the global inversion. So the main thing over here to note is the formula for the global inversion that is written over here. Alright, the rest everything we know, and just we have just calculated it. There is no simple trick. There are some simple tricks like that, because we know that every inversion, local inversion is a global, but every global is not local. Only and only when there is, the global inversion doesn't count for local one, so we can say the count is mismatch. All right, so yeah, I hope that is clear. So if we keep a check for the global one only, and we can also put a check that if there is a global inversion, we check if it's local or not. So if it's not local, so it won't be equal to the local, we can simply return false at that time only. So that can be another approach for this question. And a more time complex approach for this would be sorting, because it's just an permutation of the original sorted array. So alright, so if we perform the sorting, then we know how many inversions we are going to need, and if the count is not equal, then we can say that it is not equal, global and local are not equal, and vice versa. I hope I have discussed too many approaches over here, and I hope all of them are clear to everyone. So yeah, and if you like this video, please like this on YouTube as well, and share it among your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.